So do you also use Instamojo for your business? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to add or update Brevo contact on Instamojo sale. So over here I'm running a skincare brand and we use Instamojo to sell our products online. So now what I want is that as soon as we sell a new product online with the help of Instamojo, automatically a contact should be created or updated in my Brevo account too. So to do this, we are going to create a connection between Instamojo and Brevo. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So do you also wish to learn this process step by step? Then let me take you to my computer screen.
Welcome to my screen everyone. So as you know, in today's video I'll guide you through the process of automatically adding or updated Brevo contacts whenever a new sale is made on Instamojo. So by connecting your Instamojo to Brevo, you can ensure that your contact list stays up to date whenever a new sale is made, making it easier to send tailored email campaigns and manage customer engagement. This simple automation saves you time and keep your marketing efforts organized. So let's get started with a really simple example. So as you know that I'm running a skincare brand, so let's say that someone named dummy user is purchasing my product, which is face toner. Okay, so we're going to enter the customer details and click on proceed to pay right over here. We're going to select the payment method, and as soon as we're going to select the payment method, it is asking me for the card details. So I'm just going to enter the card details right over here, and after entering the card details, I'm going to click on pay 9, and as soon as we're going to click on pay 9 right over here, it is saying redirecting to your bank. So we're going to wait for a few seconds, and it is saying that it has successfully sent me a OTP. Okay, so yes, we are just going to check our phone and enter the OTP right over here. So as you can see that this is the OTP, so I'm just going to enter the same and click on submit, and as soon as we are going to click on submit right over here, we are going to wait for a few seconds, and yes, you can see payment successful. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our order, and it is saying thank you for your order. We have received your payment and processing your order now. So yes, with this we have successfully did the test submission, and now what has happened is that now I'm just going to open my Brevo account. Yes, you can see a new contact has been created in my Brevo. You can see the same name and the same number which we entered, right? Also you can see the same email address which we entered right over here. So yes, this is the automation we are going to learn in today's video, and if you also want to make this automation for your business, then you have to watch the tutorial till the end. So in order to do this, I've simply opened the landing page of Pabbly by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy, and as soon as we are going to open the landing page of Pabbly, we are going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you're a new user, you can click on sign up for free, and you're going to get 100 of tasks free every month to explore the application. Over here I'm an existing user, so I'm just going to click on sign in, and as soon as we are going to click on sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly, but in today's video we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm just going to click on access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connect account, and as soon as we are going to click on access now, it is opening my dashboard. And to start with this automation, we are going to click on this button which is create workflow, and now it is asking me for the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So here I want to save the workflow in this folder which is automations, and I want to name my workflow as this, which says how to add or update Brevo contact on Instamojo sale, Instamojo to Brevo, and then we are going to click on create, and as soon as we are going to click on create, it is opening the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. So trigger and action are the two main principles of our automations. Okay, that's why this is the most important window. So trigger means when this happens, and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the trigger is the commander for the workflow and the actions are response towards the commands given by our trigger. So therefore we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger right over here in a single workflow. So in today's video what I want is I want to add or update a Brevo contact on Instamojo sale, right? So for the trigger, we are going to select it as Instamojo, and it is going to give the command as soon as we receive a new sale. And Brevo is going to follow the commands. That's why it is going to be in action and create a new contact. Okay, so to start with our automation, we have to select our trigger application as Instamojo. So I'm just going to search for Instamojo right over here, and as you can see, Instamojo V1 and V2. So we're going to select Instamojo V2 right over here, and now it is asking me for the trigger event. So basically, trigger event is the event on which the workflow will start. So here what I want is that as soon as a new sale is made, my workflow should start. Okay, and as soon as we are going to select the trigger event, it is given me a webhook URL. So we're going to use the same webhook URL in order to create a connection between our Instamojo account and our Pabbly Connect's workflow. So what we're going to do is, first we are just going to copy this webhook URL, and then we are going to follow this help text, and it is saying log into your Instamojo account and click on the product for which you want to set the webhook. Navigate to the advanced settings where you find the section of entering the webhook URL. Okay, we are going to follow the same. I'm just going to open my Instamojo account right from here. From here, we have to select the page I want to create this automation for. So as you can see that this is the page I want to create this automation for. So I'm just going to go on this three dots and then edit page. And after coming on right over here from the left side of the bar, we have to go towards the page settings and then webhooks. So as soon as we're going to come over here to the webhooks, you can see add webhook option right over here. So we have to switch this button on right from here, and now it is asking me to add the webhook URL. So here it's going to paste the URL which we copied from our workflow, and now it is saying information to be sent. So here we have to select it as successful payments, okay, because I only want to send the information of the successful payments. So now after doing both of this, I'm just going to click on save and update, and again yes, save and update. And as soon as we're going to do so, yes, you can see Smart Pages Natural Glow Skincare Face Toner edited successfully. So yes, with this we have successfully created a connection between our Instamojo account and our Pabbly Connect's workflow. But now it is saying waiting for a webhook response, and in the notes it is saying do a test submission / record. So in order to capture this webhook response, we have to do a test submission or record, and also in order to test our connection, we have to do the same. So what we're going to do is, I'm just going to open my Instamojo account, and this is the page we connected right now. Okay, so we're going to go towards the three dots and then view page right over here. So I'm just going to open this page right from here, and as you can see that this is the face toner. So I'm just going to click on pay now. We are going to enter the details. Okay, so let's say that for the first name I'm going to keep it as demo, last name as user. For the email we are going to keep it as this. Now for the phone number I'm going to keep it as this. We're going to move on forward and click on proceed to pay, and as soon as we're going to come on right over here, once again it is asking me to select the payment method. So I'm just going to select it as card. Once again we're going to enter the card number and other details and click on pay 9. So yes, we are going to wait for a few seconds, and it has sent me a OTP. Okay, so we are just going to enter the OTP right over here. So we are just going to enter the OTP, and now after entering this OTP we are going to click on submit, and as soon as we are going to click on submit, we are going to wait for a few seconds, and as you can see, payment successful. Once again with this we have successfully completed our payment, and now what has happened is that Instamojo has sent the details of our test submission to our workflow. So I'm just going to open my workflow, and we're going to see that Pabbly has captured the response of the test submission right over here. You can see the payment status is success, right? We're going to move on forward and check for the details which we entered in our test submission. You can see the buyer's name, the phone and the email. Yes, so yes, with this we have successfully completed our trigger step, and now what will happen is that as soon as a new sale is made on my Instamojo, automatically Pabbly is going to trigger this workflow and capture the response for the same. Okay, so further what I want is, I want to add or update Brevo contact on Instamojo sale. So for the action application we are going to select it as Brevo. So I'm just going to search for Brevo right over here, and as you can see the same, so we're going to select it, and after selecting the action application it is asking me for the action event. So for the action event we are going to select it as create or update a contact and click on connect, and as soon as we're going to click on connect, it is asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your Brevo account with your Pabbly Connect's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and now it is asking me for the domain and then the API key. So we're here to get both of this. We are going to follow the help text, and it is saying copy your V3 API key from this page of your Brevo account, okay, to paste it below. So what we're going to do is, you can see there's a hyperlink on SMTP and API page of my Brevo account. So I'm just going to click on this hyperlink given right over here, and it is redirecting to my Brevo account and then the API keys section. Okay, so you can see that this was so easy to get over here because I have already logged in my Brevo account before starting with this automation. So it is always advised to log in our applications before starting with the automation. It makes the procedure easy. Okay, so now after opening this, we have to click on this button which says generate a new API key, and it is saying to give the API key a name. Okay, so let's say that I'm going to give this API key a name which is Instamojo. So I'm just going to select Instamojo right over here, and then we are going to click on generate. And as soon as we're going to click on generate right over here, as you can see that this is my API key. So I'm just going to copy this API key and we're going to paste it right over here in our workflow. And now to get this domain, we have to open our Brevo account, and as you can see that this is the URL. Okay, so till this.com is the domain. So I'm just going to copy this right from here and we're going to paste it right over here in our workflow. So you have to keep in mind that after .com is everything unnecessary. We have to erase this, and till.com only is the domain. Okay, so we're going to enter the domain and then the API key and click on save. And as soon as we are going to click on save, yes, you can see connected. With this, we have successfully connected our Brevo account with our Pabbly Connect's workflow. And now it is asking me for the email. Okay, so we're going to enter the email right over here of our customer. Okay, so that we can create a contact with the help of the same email. But we are not going to enter it manually or copy paste the details, but instead we are going to map the email right over here. So you must be wondering, what is mapping? So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step, where we selected Instamojo as our trigger application. So we're going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only. And as soon as we're going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. So over here I'm going to give you an example that over here we are going to enter the email manually, which is demo@pabblytunes.com. Okay, then this will not change with every new response received because this is static information and I've entered it manually. Let's say that we're going to erase this right over here and we're going to map the email from the previous response. And as you can see that this is my email. So let's say we're going to map this from the previous response, then this will definitely change because my previous response will also change, right? So that's why we do mapping right over here to run our workflow in real time. And now it is saying, do you want to use email blacklisted? I'm going to keep it as true. It is saying, do you want to use SMS blacklisted? I'm going to keep it as true. We are going to move on forward and we are going to refresh this list once right over here to get the list names. And as you can see over here are all the list name. So over here I'm going to select the list in which I want to create this contact, which is Instamojo. Okay, so as you can see that we have successfully selected the list. We are going to move on forward. It is saying update enabled. We are going to keep it as true only. We are only going to map the required details right over here. Okay, so as you can see that this is not required, we are going to move on forward. We are going to map the last name as this is required. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm just going to look for name in the previous response. But as you may notice that the name right over here is the full name, which is demo user. But right over here we have to map the last name and the first name separated. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm just going to add another action step right over here between Instamojo and Brevo in order to separate this full name into first name and last name. Okay, so for the action application we are going to use text formatter by Pabbly. It is a feature by Pabbly which helps you to format the text. Okay, so now for the action event we are going to select it as split text and click on connect. Right over here it is asking me for the text to split. So right over here for the text to split we are going to map the name of our customer, which is demo user. Okay, because we want to split this full name into first name and last name. And now it is asking me for the separator. So you can see that in the help text it is saying enter the characters or word separators to split the text. For space as separator use space. Okay, so for me the space is separator, right? So I'm going to use this space as the separator. So I'm just going to copy the space right from below and paste it right over here. We're going to move on forward. It is asking me for the segment index. So for the segment index I'm just going to keep it as all and click on save and send as request. And as soon as we do so, yes, you can see the full name has been splitted into the first name and the last name. So now we are going to map this first name and the last name right over here in our Brevo action step. We are going to move on forward. Over here for the last name I'm just going to map the result of the text formatter by Pabbly, which is user. Same we are going to do with the first name too. We are going to map demo right over here. And after mapping all the details which are required, we are going to move on forward and click on this blue button which says save and send as request. And as soon as we do So yes, you can see that we have successfully received a positive response, that we have successfully created a new contact in our Brevo account with the same details received from Instamojo. So now I'm just going to open my Brevo account and we are going to go towards the contacts. From the left side of the bar, we are going to go towards the list, and after coming on towards the list, you can see the list of Instamojo. So I'm just going to open it, and yes, you can see a new contact has been created. You can see the name, which is demo user, which we have entered right now. Also, you can see the rest of the details, which is email address. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, and now what will happen is that as soon as we receive a new sale on Instamojo, automatically a contact would be created or updated in my Brevo account. We don't have to come back and again to our workflow. This workflow is going to run in backend. We can just sit back and relax. So yes, this was it for the video, and if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching.
So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can integrate many more applications. So if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.